Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Bernie with CG Spectrum. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. What did I do? I just, again, I think I did basically the same thing I did last weekend. Is just went swimming with the kids at their grandparents' house, and we got like this swimming, or not, sorry, what am I saying? Monday morning. Um, we got this slide thingy that you put water on. It's not a slip and slide. It's like one of those things you put in your backyard on the grass. Has like a little kiddie pool area with two slides that you could, splash into. I'm not describing it well, but basically it's something that the kids really like. They did that over the weekend. It's getting super hot here. It's probably going to be close to 100 degrees today. I know later this week it's going to get to, I think it's at like 106 degrees, which is really, really hot. Oh, now it's 104. But anyways, yeah, the kids are on vacation. I'm not on vacation, but that's okay. But my kids are happy to be on vacation. Anyways, today we're going to finish up this dude. I think we are going to be able to finish this guy up. I'm just wrapping up the back view, and then I have to do some turnarounds for this like platform area with the rocks, but that shouldn't take too long. At least I hope not. So yeah, let's do that. My goal is to finish this today, so we don't have to look at this ever again. For the good of all mankind. Anyways. So let me sketch this all in. How are you all doing? Hey, what's going on, Penny? Hey, Pat. Oh, it's 100 there too, huh? In Texas? Yeah, I'm sure it is. It might be humid there too, huh? What do people do in Texas when it's super hot outside? Do they just stay indoors, or do they go to, I don't know, do they go, well, out here in California, they'll go to the beach, or there's like some, I don't know, water resorts, right, that kids go, or people go to. Raging waters, things like that. I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else people would do differently out here. And of course, most people just stay indoors. But that's probably true everywhere. Alright, let's see. Oops. Penny says everything's open here so peeps can go anywhere. Beaches, water parks, etc. I just stay inside. Yeah, like most people. Just stay inside, right? In the nice air-conditioned room. Let's see here. Trying to figure out what this leg would look like here. Or the muscles around the back of the legs. What are you guys up to this week? Any cool things you're working on? Where are you from, Pat? Pat saying it's 1 a.m. here, so no heat, only pure unforgiving cold. So where are you from that it's cold at night? It's starting to get warmer and warmer at night here too. Eventually it's actually going to get hot at night. Which I mean, those are the nights I do not like. My wife does not like AC, especially when she's sleeping. So... that's not fun for me. I try to direct a fan towards my direction when I'm sleeping because she doesn't want the AC on, but it doesn't always work well. Or it's not enough usually. I'm worried about my chickens actually when it gets really hot. Yeah, for out here in California, I read that for chickens, the thing you have to worry about is the heat, not the cold, obviously. So I'm a little concerned about that. I read that you're supposed to give them or put ice cubes in their water to cool them down. And this part's confusing me a little bit. It's like trying to read backwards. Southeast Asia? Isn't it? I thought it was always warm there. Is that not true? Or it just gets it gets cold at night? Is that what it is? I was talking to one of my students who's from Southeast Asia. He was telling me it's always warm. The issue is just heat and humidity. That's what he was telling me. Let's see where this tail starts. Maybe around here. Oh, it's raining there. You guys probably don't have to irrigate anything around your front or like your yard or anything like that, right? Because it rains so much, you don't have to worry about watering your plants, or do you? That's something I wish was the problem that I had too, because I'm always I always have to check my irrigation on my plants to make sure everything's getting watered, because it's so dry out here. Plants will just die because, you know, it's not getting enough water. And you know how drip irrigation works? Sometimes things get clogged up, or something always happens. Like every year something happens, or every 6 months I have to check or fix something. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. I feel like I have like, wow, I must have over 1,000 feet of like drip irrigation. It's crazy. I'm going to simplify how I'm going to describe this tail, I believe. Or actually, maybe I'll just show it. It might be confusing to the 3D artist if I change it up here. The same thing. That's one of the reasons why I wish I lived in Hawaii. Rains often enough there where you don't have to like have a sprinkler system or something like that. Everything grows well in Hawaii. No, this part's the tricky part, in between the tail and the leg. Right here, I'm trying to decide how to describe that. And I'm not sure right now. Maybe I'll do something like that. Who knows what these muscles look like here? Just gonna make stuff up. Oh. Yeah, Pat, you're probably not used to the cold at all, huh? Because again, it's just warm there all the time. Out in California, well, again, besides like the middle of summer, you have to pretty much carry around a hoodie everywhere you go. Or some kind of light jacket, because at night it does get cold. The temperature keeps changing throughout the day. Alright, let's figure this out. What does this look like here? Do you guys, Pat, do you guys have to worry about flooding and all that? Or is it not that bad? Alright, I'm gonna flatten all this and probably redraw it real quick and then call it done for the back. Or maybe what I have, I could just clean up. Trying to look for a way out of this real quick. Alright. Dupe it. Oops, I messed up. Hold on. Gotta delete this side first. Yeah, I'm just going to draw over this. Just clarify some overlaps with the darker line weight, and then call it done. At least for the creature. I have to do the base like I talked about earlier. Oops. Pat says, oh yeah, I had a talk with a friend earlier who expressed interest in character concept art, but they're not sure about what to do, how to go about establishing themselves as a character concept artist. Pat also says I told them that they can do fan-made concept art based on an already existing media, but like that's okay, right? Fan-made concept art, I mean. Yeah, they could do fan art, for sure. If I were them, I would change up the design a bit, like do my own take on the existing character. Like either do a skin of it, or again just do another twist, put a twist on it. Do another variation, like how I would have designed that particular character. That's what I would do. Because if you're straight up just copying it, it's more like illustration, right? It's not really concept art. But yeah, so that's what I would do, is show them what my own take on it would be. Tatum's asking, hey Bernie, still having loads of fun with this guy? Yeah, it's like, it's Groundhog Day. It's like, what, this again? I wake up and I gotta do this again? But yeah, we're almost done, so, you know, I'm trying to have a good attitude about it. Which is a life lesson. Sometimes we gotta do things that we don't really love, but it's okay. Hey, what's up, Pietro? Going good. Just been busy. I started a new job maybe a month. No, it's only, yeah, this is my 4th week. It's been going good. I like my new job. It's a lot of work, but again, I actually do like it this time around, so it's all good. Pat says, yeah, it's been flooding a lot lately, which is new. First time flooding happened in my area due to the amount of rain we've been having. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess there's like a lot of climate change stuff happening, stuff I don't understand. But, you know, even around here, the temperatures are, I notice things changing quite a bit. Like even, because you guys know I'm into gardening and all that, and I'm into like growing like trees and stuff like that. So I noticed that the time the fruits ripen is all different too now from like a few years ago. Things are ripening either way later or much earlier. It just keeps changing for some reason. Don't know why. Did any of you guys do anything this weekend? Because you're free to go out. I think most places, like Penny was saying, are open. You guys do anything? Or it hasn't, this whole COVID thing, for some people, some artists that I know haven't changed anything. They're like, I don't go out anyways. Which could be a good thing if you're, you know, a student and you're you know, training hard to get a job in the industry. You don't play, you're just working all day anyways, right? That's what I used to do when I was in college. I didn't have a life at all. Well, during my breaks, actually, I would do stuff, but we would only have 3-week breaks in between terms. So during my break, I would go crazy and have some fun, and then, yeah, then it'd be back to like 3-4 hour nights, like where I would just sleep 3-4 hours a day, average. Try to kill myself, and then during the breaks, I would try to recover and do what I want to do. Hey, thanks, Pietro. Yeah, the first week was tough again, man. Like, it's like any new job. There's so much information to absorb, and everything's new. Like, the way every company works is a bit different, so you're trying to get used to everything. But yeah, now I'm fine. And I'm a slow starter, actually. That's something that I've always known about myself, is I'm a very slow starter. But once I get going, everything's cool. Oh, Pietro says, I'm gonna model this kaiju for CG Spectrum. I'll be doing some time lapses of it. So I guess I have to thank you for the orthos. We'll see. You could thank me later, because I don't know if all this stuff is gonna match up. You're gonna be like trying to model this and you're like, wait a minute, none of this stuff matches up. What did Bernie do? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you're gonna have to make some adjustments, like with the waist and like different proportion stuff. Like, I don't know. You know, hopefully this will give you some guideline on how to approach it, right? But yeah, I'm sure you're gonna have to like move stuff around. But yeah, that's awesome that you're gonna try this out. Yeah, excited to see how it turns out. Hey, look at what I'm doing here. I'm not even thinking. Look, I put the hands in front. Wow, Monday morning. I put the hands behind the hips. So his hands are like behind his legs. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like that because you do have to see the hands, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alright. That's hilarious. He's scratching his butt or something. Oh man. Anyways, let's keep going. So yeah, I hope you have fun modeling this dude. And don't get mad at me if things don't match up perfectly. That's good training for you too, to get something like this that's not perfect and You gotta figure it out. It's on purpose. It's a test for you. Let me just get rid of that. Hey Pietro, you've modeled stuff without a turnaround though, right? Or do you always model things that have a turnaround? Alright, I think I'm done with this dude. So... mark this. Hey, he's buff. Pietro says he's used to modeling with doodles right now, so not to worry about it. Cool. I think the base of it is gonna look like doodles, so I don't know. I'm kind of I don't think I've ever done turnarounds for like rocks or like architecture or anything like that in my whole career. 20 years of doing this, I don't think I've done anything like that, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, what's up, Evil Raccoon? Yep, everything's cool except that I'm still on this. Everything in life is perfect except for this. I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm so bad. Sorry, guys. It's half joking. Only half joking. Alright. Doing this Monday morning doesn't help either. But it makes everything during the rest of the week easier. Get the tough stuff out of the way first. Or the thing I don't want to do the most. It's not tough, I guess. It's just what I don't want to do. I've always struggled with that. I don't know about you guys, but Um, like growing up Asian, right? I was always around people, like even my siblings, right, who did things that they didn't want to do, right? If you guys are Asian or you know Asian people, like we're always used to doing things we don't want to do. We're trained that way from the beginning by our parents or whatever our culture, you know. You're always just supposed to do something whether you like it or not. You don't ask questions, you just do it, right? But then I was the oddball where I didn't want to do anything I didn't want to do. So I kind of went the other like extreme or the other on the other side of the spectrum of that, right? Where I always tried to figure out ways of not doing something that I didn't want to do. And to this very day, I'm still the same way, I guess. I haven't changed one bit. And I always got in trouble by my parents because of the way I was. They're like, why can't you be like your brother and sister? Yeah. And even in college, I was like that, where the teachers would, you know, you have assignments for each class, and then I would always try to twist the assignment to be something I want to do. And then the teachers would see it, like on the final, you know, when we submit the work, and they're like, what is this? What does this have to do with the assignment? Bernie, what are you doing? And sometimes the teachers would accuse me of doing the assignment or using a different assignment from another class for the same, for that class. I'd be like, no, of course not. I just twisted the assignment around to do what I wanted. Anyways. Yeah, looking at this right now, I don't know what else someone would need for these buildings. I mean, they're just blocky buildings. Like, what do you need? Right, Pietro? What do you need with this? You tell me. You're the 3D artist. Do you really need details for these boxy looking, like the most simple looking buildings? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna stop whining and just go for it. This should be the whiny Bernie stream. Yeah, let's just do this. Get it over with. It's gonna look horrible. I mean, usually what I try to do again, and I'm not being successful here in this case, but whenever there's something that I know I don't want to do it, I'll try to figure out a way to make myself want to do it. That's what I always try to do. And again, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's what I try to do. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, I'm just gonna make it up. Maybe there was a sign here or something and it broke. I'm gonna make this sign look like it's broken, so it's not following the perspective here, and that's my excuse. It's not in perspective because it's broken. Here we go. Okay. Wow. Evil Raccoon is asking, how are your chickens doing, by the way? They're doing good. The problem I have right now with them is they're pooping everywhere. I let them out, like I have an automatic door on their coop. And I actually left it on the outside of their chicken run area, because they basically use the whole chicken run as their like sleeping area. But anyways, so they could just run in and out of their chicken run whenever they want during the day. And they do not stay in there unless it's super, super hot out. And they like hanging out by our patio. Like, I don't know why. I guess it's because it's shaded and it's closer to where we're at. And they're pooping everywhere, so it's like, it's driving me crazy. And I've thought about like just keeping them in the chicken coop. Or the chicken run, but I feel bad for them, so for now I'm letting them run around and I'm just cleaning up after them. The weird thing is with their poop, you have to power wash it. It won't just come off easily with like a hose. You have to power wash it. I don't know why. What's wrong with their poop? It's like super like sticky or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's what's going on with me, with the chickens. But yeah, they look very happy. They're probably one of the most happiest chickens in the world. I don't know chickens that live like this. Yeah, at least they're happy. Pooping everywhere. I read about people who are, maybe I talked about this already, but I read about people who train their chickens to like poop on command or something. I was like, oh man, that's a little too much. Forget it. I'm not gonna try that. Pooping on command. So that they could keep them indoors. Or hang out with their chickens indoors. Because they love them so much. Oops. Evil Raccoon says, I quit my art class because we've been studying art history instead of drawing. Always a pain to do something you don't really want to do. Yeah. Yeah. Art history is pretty interesting, but yeah, when you gotta build a portfolio, sure. I mean, who has time for art history? It is interesting though, I think. I think history in general is interesting. I wish I had paid attention in history class in high school, but I didn't. I was taking naps in history class. It was my nap time. But yeah, I mean, now I'm really into history in general, so yeah, that stuff is interesting to me. But yeah, I mean, it's all about time management. It's like, I gotta build a portfolio. I don't have time for this. What are you talking about, Penny? There's a Bob's Burgers episode. There's a cartoon of Bob's Burgers. I guess I don't know what that is. You're not talking about the actual burger joint that used to be in California, Bob's. Is that the character? Anyway, Penny's saying there's a Bob Burgers episode about bird poop having to be power washed off his windows. Yeah, it will not come off on concrete. Like, I know on cars, I mean, that stuff comes off, obviously, right? It doesn't come off easily. Yeah, you're right. But on concrete, it just fuses with it or something. It merges. Like, I don't know what happens to it on concrete, but it doesn't come off. Like some of it, like, I don't know. It's weird. Pat says, Asia rep. Too relatable. You either grit your teeth and do the unwanted thing, or go crazy and never do the unwanted thing. Yeah, I think I went the other way. It like bugs me so much to do something I don't want to do. Like I admit that I'm on my reaction or response to things like this is more extreme. It's not the right way to think, for sure. I admit it, guys. I don't have I mean, I recognize it. I don't have a good attitude about it. In general, things I don't want to do. I'm pretty selfish in that way. It's like, I don't want to do this. That reminds me of like, whenever it's like Christmas time, and then my family would always go, even to this very day, my family would go see like it was like a tradition almost, where we would go, I don't know what you call it. It's like there's some neighborhoods in California where they always have like, they do like crazy Christmas lights, right? And so people will drive by it, you know, there's like a whole tour that you go on at night where you drive around real slow around that neighborhood. But as a kid, I hated it. I was like, oh my gosh, why are we doing this? But everyone else in my family liked it. And to this very day, my parents or my family members will still want to go do that stuff. And I'm like, nope, I don't want to do it. And so I'm selfish in that way where, like, you know, I agree. Like, sometimes you can just do it. If everyone else wants to do it, why not, you know? But it bothers me so much. It's like, why do I want to sit around in a car staring at other people's, you know, houses or whatever they did to their house? That doesn't sound like fun to me. And I hate being in a line. I hate feeling like I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this car in a line. You know what I mean? I don't know who can relate to that. Sorry. I know, but again, I admit it's not the right way to think. Pretty selfish in that sense. Just bothers me so much for some reason. Wow, I'm not doing a good job with this. I'm doing it like the way that's not so smart. Hold on a second. I might have to redo this. Nope. Let's just go with it. So I was kind of mindlessly doing this right now, and as I'm doing it, I'm realizing, oh, I'm not doing it the smart way. Which with Beach is just, you know, draw straight lines and then erase it out. But I'm just hand-drawn manually everything, which is not really smart. But I'm just trying to get through it. So I'm gonna quickly indicate more structure by putting in some dark accents. So it'll look like there's a little bit more structure there instead of it being all over the place. For this side, maybe I'll do it the smarter way. The other thing is I hate doing the same thing twice. Again, for those who've been following me on the streams, you guys know I get bored very easily. That's another flaw of mine, I think. I get bored way too easily. Yeah, I just absolutely hate doing things over and over again. Yeah, again, this is like, I feel like I'm doing the same thing again. I'm just redrawing something I already drew. I hate it. Hey, at times you still gotta be honest, right? That's how I justify it. My attitude. Gotta be honest. So this would have been the smarter way to do it. Oops. Oops. Evil Raccoon's asking off topic, but just wondering who's heard about the He-Man reboot that's coming to Netflix. I think someone mentioned it before on this stream, actually. I didn't hear about it, but I grew up watching He-Man. So that'd be interesting to see, like, their take on it. Hey Penny, how do you like being is it, are they calling you an intern? Is that what it is at CG Spectrum? What do they call you? But I know that you've been helping out with the what is it, the DigiPaint channel, right? And other stuff. How's that been? Snaps. Done. I heard all you guys are doing a great job though. Oh, I watched Thundercats too. Isn't it funny when you think about like how back in the day, we couldn't even choose what we wanted to watch. We just had to watch whatever was on TV at the time, right? Like Saturday morning or whatever. It's not like kids don't understand what that's like, you know what I mean? It's like, what? You had to just watch whatever was on TV? You couldn't rewind? Remember you had to record on like a cassette, or it's not a cassette tape, a videotape? Record stuff you want to watch later? All that stuff was so crazy if you think about it now. So, things have changed so much. Like, even if you try to explain it to a kid, like, they just can't understand what that would have been like. They don't understand it and they don't care to understand it. They're like, I don't care. That was your problem. What's going on here? Oh man, I gotta finish this today, please. Not another week. Like that. Gotta make it happen. Oh boy. Donut shop. Hey, what's going on, Martin? Yeah, the music is pretty cool. I listen to it when I'm working. I can't hear it right now, but usually I will listen to it when I'm doing my own stuff. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Let me see what you're talking about. Oh. Evil Raccoon says, I remember using one of those clunky brick phones with the slide. Yep, I use that too, trying to record episodes of Thundercats. You must be younger than me then. Cause I started off with a pager, if you guys remember what that was. I had a pager, not even a phone. So we had to like write text with numbers. Isn't that crazy? Because it would only you could only type in numbers, so we would text with numbers. It's freaking crazy if you think about it. Anyways. Hey, who plays Brawl Stars here on the iPad or whatever? Who plays Brawl Stars? Dude, how am I supposed to do a... I think they want me to do a turnaround of the building. It's like, come on, man, you serious? Oh, man. I'm going to my dark place right now. Oh boy. No. This has to be enough. Pietro, you tell them this is enough. See, look, I'm just redrawing what's there. What do you want me to do? It's tracing time. It's just trace stuff. This is not even in the right position, but I like it there for the composition. So I'm just gonna leave it. Nope, nope, nope. Can't do it. I play Brawl Stars because my kids, but it's fun too. I mean, I like it too. I think out of all the games that I play with them, I like Brawl Stars the most. I don't really get like Roblox. They really like Roblox, but I don't really like it. It just seems like it's like a lot of the games they have is just button mashing and repeating the same stuff over and over again. Hey Martin, I'll try to hang in there. Thanks. Pietro says, I didn't know I had to do the buildings as well, Bernie. I don't know if you do. I'm not sure. You talk to whoever told you to do this. Hopefully not. Just say you didn't know and don't do it. Don't ask actually. Just do the kaiju and don't do the building. Say, oh, I didn't know. After the deadline. I'm such a bad mentor. But I'm teaching you guys tricks, little tricks that you need to know. Oh, this is all off. I was 100% sure I didn't have to do this, but I was wrong. In my mind, I was 100% sure I didn't have to do orthos like this. Who would have thought I had to do orthos for teaching? I thought I would have to do this stuff for work, but it's the opposite. I don't have to do it for work anymore, but I'm doing it for teaching. The ortho gods got me. Like, you thought you wouldn't have to do this anymore? You're wrong, Bernie. What did I do wrong that I have to go through this? I think I guess I did something wrong in life to deserve this. Actually, I've done plenty of things wrong. So I guess I do deserve this. Am I in hell already? Maybe I'm already in hell and I just don't know. I just realized it. Oh, I'm in hell. It all makes sense now. I'm just joking. Look at me making such a big deal out of this, right? It's a flaw, I'm telling you, I have that flaw. And one day I'm just gonna say, nope, I don't want to do anymore. I'm done. And then they'll say, yes, you are done, Bernie. See you later. All right. Should I act like I didn't know how to do these? Turn around for these? That's what I should do, huh? I should do what I'm teaching you guys right now. Just act like you didn't know. Anyways, let's start the rocks. How much time I got? 45 minutes. Evil Raccoon says, who would have thought hell was just making character turnarounds? I feel for you. Yes, that's my hell. Hell is different for everybody. Alright, so I'm gonna mark this as blue, so I know where this is at. I'm gonna go to my rocks. Probably gonna turn all this off and just do the rocks separate. Actually, let me start with the foreground area for the rock so I know where to stop. Oh man, let's just indicate. Let's not get too crazy with the rocks. Let's just indicate. Let's remember these are beginner 3D artists. So I'm going to simplify. As much as I can. It's hard to see. So I'm just turning this on and off. Gonna go back on my building layer, draw that in real quick. I need an intern to do this for me. At work right now we have an intern, a concept artist. He's been doing a great job, but I need one for CG Spectrum as well. This is why we need interns. Penny, can you do this for me? Just kidding. Bring this opacity up a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. This might be too detailed, but whatever. Have fun doing this, Pietro. I'm just kidding. I heard that a bunch of people were, or I don't know if it's a bunch, but at least a couple, right? The people were gonna model this. Not just one. Do you know who else is doing it, Pietro? Penny says, I'd love to be your intern, Bernie. I'd bring you salted caramel, 85 degrees. Yeah! That would be perfect. No, but I'm in hell, so that can never happen. I am in hell. How could that ever happen? Martin says that he'd love to be an intern too. Martin's asking, how do you land a concept art intern job? It's different everywhere, but sometimes they'll have some companies will have listings, right? It's always good to know. That's where it really helps to know somebody in the gaming industry, or at the studio that you want to intern at. That always helps, because a lot of the times what happens is sometimes they're thinking about getting an intern, but someone has to kind of push that to actually happen. Everyone's so busy obviously working, so again, someone has to kind of push that to happen. I know the guy I'm working with right now, he applied on the EA website, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Switch is asking, are you doing a turnaround of the whole mount? I think so. Evil Raccoon says, I feel like it'd be fitting to add that while you're working on the rocks, you've hit rock bottom. Exactly. 100% true. I want to jump into the lava right here, right about now. I should draw myself, right? Like, jumping off this building into the lava. Dang, I'm so bad. Sorry, I'm just joking. Half joking. Half joking. No, I would never do that. Come on. It's not that bad. There was actually a guy that I'm friends with who we worked at Blizzard together, at other places too, but anyways, the point of it is he would actually be doing stuff like this, like meaning like floor designs or like terrain design, like details of it, not like the overall, but details of it, like what the cracks look like and all this stuff for the cinematics at Blizzard, quite often. And so like he was hating it too. He got stuck on stuff like this, and once you get stuck on something like this, they make you do like a bunch of them just because, you know, you're most familiar with it. I got stuck on effects before for many months, but again, yeah, that happens quite often where you get kind of labeled as somebody who does certain things, which makes sense. I mean, I understand why they do that, but it sucks for whoever's stuck on it unless they love doing it. But yeah, I remember he would be he would just come into work and he's just designing rocks and cracks and things like that. Oh my gosh. But he got really good at it. That's the funny part. And I got really good at doing effects. That's the positive outcome of it. It was like a rock expert. He made the most amazing looking rocks and cracks. We would mess around with him about it. We all messed around with each other, made fun of each other. Oh man. Those were the good old days. Dang. Who's gonna sit there modeling all that? Pietro. I wish I could get whoever made me do this to model all of it. You made me do this, you better model all this. I decide to shut up for a few seconds. Hmm. 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes, can I do it? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Miracles happen every day though, right? So let's try. Let's try this. I'll be right back, okay? Give me a like if you enjoy these streams, and I'll be right back. I decided to come back. Who here has started to apply to different places? Hey, Jack. Who's already applied? Started applying for like freelance gigs or jobs or whatever? Who has been brave enough to go and try it out? Let me know. I know a few guys, a few students of mine that have been doing that, or at least in the process of getting their resume, cover letter, portfolio, all that stuff ready to start applying. And there's some students that have already applied. I have students that have gotten internships and some small jobs here and there. But yeah, I know like in the beginning it's nerve-wracking a little bit, especially when it's, you know, you've never done that stuff before. You're just not sure if you're doing anything right, or what you're doing wrong or whatever, right? What you're supposed to do, even in a cover letter, things like that. Sometimes I still don't know what I'm doing. No, but you definitely learn from experience. I made plenty of mistakes. Um, but yeah, again, you learn from them. The important thing is definitely just to try. Of course, you want to do your due diligence and try to do the best you can. That's obvious, right? But don't let that hold you back from trying, or from like waiting too long. I think a lot of people wait too long. Like for example, they'll see an opening, like an open position, and instead of just applying, they wait way too long preparing their stuff, trying to perfect everything, and then the position's gone by the time you apply, right? So definitely don't wait too long. Set a goal for yourself, and like in terms of like, I'm gonna spend, for example, I don't know, like 2 days on my cover letter, and then I'm gonna submit whatever I have at that point, you know? Something like that. I'm gonna spend a couple days on my resume, because there is no end to how much, how you can perfect something, right? So you have to give yourself a deadline. Yep. And I believe Maxine is the person that you go to if you want help on, you know, applying or getting your resume, cover letter ready. So definitely send her a message if you have questions about that kind of stuff. Oh boy. Let's see, let's see. I'm messing up here for some reason. My brain is not working. Can't decide what to do here. I will have that overlap, yeah. Sure, let's do that. So no one's been applying? Nobody's applying anywhere? If not, then when do you think you'll be ready? Are you guys thinking about it, preparing for it? How many months, how many weeks till you're ready to start applying? And I'm talking about even like just freelance gigs. Putting yourself out there. And never, never, ever be afraid to try or get rejected. Never. Just expect to get rejected. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I'm sure I told you guys the story, but yeah, when I first started applying, I must have applied to at least, I don't even know, like I said, I applied to every studio there was at the time, back in 2001, I think. Every place I could find online, whether they had a position open or not, I didn't care. I just applied everywhere. It must have been at least 40 to 50, I don't even know. I just remember like staying up and applying everywhere. And then guess what? How many replies did I get back? Out of like 50 or so? I think it was like three or four. And out of those four, only 2 were replies that wanted to continue chatting. The other 2, the other half were just comments, right? I don't remember what it was. Maybe they said maybe like, oh yeah, cool work, but we don't, you know, we're not looking for anyone right now or something like that. And so the other 2 that's left, they said one of them was giving me an art test, which I completely screwed up on because they wanted someone who could do concepts and 3D at the same time, like do both. And I didn't really have too much 3D experience at the time. And nor did I want to do it. But again, it's one of those things I knew I didn't want to do 3D, but like I was desperate. So I'm like, dude, I just want to get a foot in the door. I stayed up like 2 nights, like trying to do the 3D stuff with a friend of mine. This friend of mine was helping me, like training me with it real quick. And at the end of 3 days, what I had was horrible, but I still submitted it, and I never heard back from them. I spent 3 days on working on that, staying up like for 2 days in a row. Didn't even hear back from them. No comment. That's what they said. No comment. And looking back at it, I understand why, because I sucked at it. It was horrible. But again, that stuff's gonna happen. But luckily, one of the jobs landed. The last one that I had to move to Illinois for that job, but still, it was an awesome job. Great opportunity. Awesome learning experience. But if I didn't apply everywhere, who knows, you know, where I'd be right now. I was willing to move out of California. I was willing to do anything, honestly, at that point. You just gotta try everything, honestly. That's what sets some people apart. Some people are just super talented, right? Whatever. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about normal people, right? Like you and me. Normal people. You know what I mean? And how do you get ahead? By trying everything. I don't have the smarts for it, definitely. So if you don't have the smarts, you don't have the genius talent, then you got to try everything. The thing that's going to separate you is not being afraid. I was definitely not afraid. Well, you know, of course I had my own fears, but I didn't let that stop me. I still did it. I still did whatever I needed to do. So that is something you guys should think about. Don't ever be afraid of trying something. Don't let it control you. Try everything. Don't wait for perfection. Try everything. Talk to everybody. Of course, it's a given that you have to work hard with your skills, right? Art skills. That's a given. But you have to have those bonus traits too, where you try everything. Try what no one else will do. And that's what could set you apart and give you like a better chance at doing what you want to do, you know? I remember after I quit my job as a at that first job, actually. I don't get into the story, but maybe I already shared it. But anyways, I quit my job, and then I was like, okay. I was trying to do like this t-shirt company, start a t-shirt thing. I'm sure a lot of artists have done that. Anyways, I wanted to learn how to do screen printing and learn the whole business of you know, making shirts and stuff like that. I wanted to start like an online thing, but anyways, dang, this is looking so bad. Let me calm down a little and focus on this. Yep. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I was trying to learn the whole t-shirt business thing. And I would just go door to door to the silkscreen shops and talk to everybody and ask them for an opportunity to be an apprentice and learn everything. I must have gone to like 4 or 5 different places in the little college town I was at, Champaign-Urbana. And they all said no, 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 no. And then the last place I went to, they're like, sure. You sure you want to do this for free? They said they'll pay me in beer. And I said, yep, I'll take the trash out. I'll do anything. And so I worked there for, I think, about 3 or 4 months. And I learned all that stuff. Anyways, yeah, there's always a way. You know the saying, where there's a will, there's a way. It's true, I think. How many minutes? Uh-oh, 10 minutes. Alright, so all I did so far is detail out the forms of the base. I did not do any turnarounds for it. So I'm in trouble. How am I supposed to do a turnaround for this organic stuff? It's gonna look crazy. Maybe just a super simple version of it. Maybe I'll do a super rough version of it. Can't do it. Sorry. Anyways. Alright. Cut this whole dude out. Lighten them up. Put down some guidelines for it. Let's just move forward with it and see what happens. Okay. Shift all this stuff around the existing guidelines. Get rid of some of these, they're distracting. Alright. Alrighty. Let's rough it in. I'm gonna imagine it as the front view. What is the front view gonna look like? I have no idea, so let's again sketch it in. Oh, actually, let's throw this dude in. Would that even help? No, it might be confusing because it's just a straight-on view. Okay, I'm just gonna sketch it in. Okay. Will any of this make sense to the 3D artist? Anyways, again, if you guys could give me a like, I appreciate it. All the pain I'm going through for the 3D artists, I hope you guys appreciate it. Just kidding. But yeah, give me a like, please. Alright, so let's see what's going to go on the left side. The left side are these buildings. Wow, what is it going to look like from the front? Okay. That building is probably... You're going to see this side. It's almost going to look the same, except you're going to be seeing this side and the other side that you can't see from this point of view. Interesting. I think. You might be able to see that building a little bit, peeking out behind there. This will be up here. This will be open. And probably more to the left. I'm done. Look, I'm done, everyone. Let's have a party. Just kidding, I'm not done. I'm just being delusional. Yay, I'm done. Oops. What's going on? Can we all pretend I'm done? Can we just all act like I'm done? Look at that. It's amazing. Alright, cool. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Time's up. I do really hope that all you have a great week. That you're able to work on all your projects. Remember to always use reference, please. Use reference whenever you're doing anything. And keep doing your studies, please. Everybody, do your studies. Whatever you're working on. Make sure you're doing multiple studies off of it before you, move on to rendering and things like that. That is what usually makes the difference, everyone, between artwork that looks great and artwork that just doesn't look believable, okay? So I hope you guys all have a great week, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Alright, see you guys. Bye.